I don't know how to do this. I'm probably gonna make a lot of mistakes. Hi my loves, I have some big news to share today. Wilson and I just bought our first house together. You might recall that in 2018, we moved into our first apartment together, and then in 2019, we decided to move back to my mom's house together. I had planned to travel a lot that year, so it just didn't make sense to pay rent, and then 2020 happened, so we just ended up staying. Since the end of 2020, we've been searching for a house. That's right, it literally took us 2 years to find the one. There were a couple that we thought were the one, but they just didn't work out in the end. It was something we couldn't rush or force, no matter how impatient I got. Early this year, we finally found a home with all the elements that we wanted, and we got it. And thus, the journey begins. We closed on the house. We just got our keys. Wow, this will be this year's project. I wanted to wear fresh colors because, you know, we're feeling fresh in a new house. I guess you can say it took us so long to find the house for a few reasons. One, the housing market was crazy in the past few years. I'm sure most people are aware of that. Secondly, we weren't in a rush to move. Like, we're very happy with where we are now. We can stay at my mom's house if we wanted. We just wanted our own space. And so we weren't like rushing, and we didn't absolutely need to find a place to stay. And then third, we were kind of picky about the elements that we really wanted in our ideal home, and obviously in a certain budget. Some things that were really important to us were to have enough space for our needs. Like, I need my own office, Wilson needs his own space. We cannot share spaces like we are now. Location was really important. We wanted a nice neighborhood where I would feel safe and comfortable walking Togi every day. We wanted to be close to Asian food, still close to my mom. Wilson's dream was to have a big backyard where he could put a half basketball court in, and so it took a while to find like a house with the right size lot and with a view. I mean, the view wasn't necessary, but once we saw this house with like a big backyard and a view, it was like, oh my god, we need this. Like, this is it. What's also so special about this house is it's actually in the same neighborhood where Wilson grew up, and this is so cheesy, but it's actually in that neighborhood where Wilson and I started dating. We were friends since elementary school. We started dating towards the end of high school, and so I would go over to his house. We would walk up this hill. This is where we like started to fall in love when we were teenagers. And what's also really special about living in this same neighborhood is I can walk Togi up the same hill that Wilson and I used to walk when we were teenagers. Beyond that, we're just really excited to finally be able to create a space that's entirely ours, that feels like our home, that reflects us and the way that we want to live. This house has been a huge project, and we've been taking it step by step and learning so much along the way. The house was built in '98, so it's not in terrible condition. It's not like a total fixer-upper. So we're happy that it's in good enough condition where all you need to do is some repairs and then just like cosmetic stuff. Wilson's dad has been a godsend. He retired recently, and he already enjoys like being a handyman, fixing things around the house. So he naturally just took up this house as his project, and he was like telling us, oh, you should do this, let me help you with this. And he really was super proactive, where he was working on the house without Wilson and I asking him to. And we're super grateful for his help. This, leave that. That could be there. He has helped us move things along to the point where he's like our unofficial contractor, because he already has friends who do certain things like framing and drywall. And so it's been nice to like have his help and his guidance along the way as Wilson and I just give him our ideas. All right, it is the next day, and let me reveal the work that's been done. They've put down the wall. Are you ready? The wall is off, the arches are in. These will be the 2 bookshelves. You can sit here and read, and then there's a big opening. The house just feels much bigger. It's been really nice to see Wilson bond with his dad over this, seeing them work together, having something for me to talk to his dad about, because this is like a group project that we're now all working on together. I'm already crying thinking about it, but one aspect where it's like really sweet and healing for me is like, I grew up without a dad, right? So like having his dad be so helpful. I've never had that experience where there's like a father figure in your life that's like so helpful, that can teach you things about the house. Like, I don't know, there are just many experiences where I'm just so grateful, and it's just very healing to have this experience. Another aspect that made me break down to Wilson, just bawling, is just imagine like fast forward 10, 20 years in the future, if we do have kids, you know, he would be able to say like, oh, like look at this wall. We built this with your grandpa. It's precious to think about because Wilson's dad at one point had cancer and he overcame it. The older I get, the more I appreciate and cherish the times we have with our parents because they're getting older. One day they won't be here anymore, and we have to be the adults. But anyway, it's just nice to have like memories together and to be able to like create something physical together to like just leave some sort of impact or some sort of legacy. Even if it's just like this garden, this pathway was built by your grandpa or your, you know. Let's continue on with the vlog, shall we? So I call this the wellness loft, Wilson calls it the library, and essentially this is just the aesthetic double-arched bookshelf that we have going on. This is where we plan to put like really cozy couches, come here to meditate and to read. This is like a no TV zone. Currently, it is my favorite room in the house, also because you have like this very beautiful, peaceful view, so you can read and meditate and look at the mountains and the view. So here on the other end of the room, behind that arch, you can see this is like a hidden bookshelf. So it goes floor to ceiling pretty much, and they're still working on it. But the reason why we had extra space here was the wall just, I don't know how to explain it. It already had that nook. So our choice was either to wall it off or to use the space. So obviously we're gonna like try to make the best use of the space. The way I see it is we're actually gonna put like our actual books here. It's gonna be filled to the top, and then this side is more for aesthetics. We're gonna have some books, but mostly vases and pretty stuff here. And then the real books will go there. I like that that little bookshelf is hidden because as you can see, when you walk up the stairs, this is your view. Your eye is directed towards those shelves, and it really is hidden behind this wall until you come over here and you're like, oh my God, more books. Wilson is the architect, I'm the designer. Moving on, let's talk about the vision for this house. Let's talk about design and what I've been working on. So our concept for this house is to create a creative and wellness oasis. Essentially, we want to create a peaceful space where you can heal and nourish your well-being and also create, be inspired, and play. Those two things, creativity and wellness, are really important to me. I really want to have a space that nourishes my soul, fosters my creativity and my well-being. And Wilson wants the same things too. He cares about his health and well-being. We're gonna have a room that's like a gym slash fitness slash wellness room. We'll have this library where we can meditate and read, and then obviously play is like Wilson's basketball court and my music or something. In terms of visual themes, I personally love like contemporary, clean aesthetic, but incorporating organic elements that make you feel more connected to nature in terms of like the colors and the materials. I want the space to feel chic, to feel warm, calm, and inviting. I really love like artsy furniture and unique statement pieces. I clearly love round things, curvy shapes, because it's organic. It's like rocks. Nature has curves. It doesn't have perfect squares and angles. I want to have a neutral base and have some pops of color in the way we decorate. And I also want to decorate with like an internationally cultured vibe. I don't know if that sounds too like snobby, but like I love to travel. Places that we go to always inspire us. So like I want to bring a little bit of Japan, a little bit of Bali, a little bit of like Greece, Italy. I kind of don't mind it looking like eclectic and not matching, but I wanted to feel like, oh, this person is well traveled. They've been around the world and they've brought the beauty from different parts of the world in one space. Okay, so what are we choosing between?
Left and right.
This one versus this one. This one's got straight grain. This one has a little bit of wood grain. She said it's stained. Yeah, this is so much labor so we can choose the perfect wood door. He's like, please be the one. Very 70s, that grain. This one's really like leafy as well. Nice. I think we found the one. I think they all look the same probably on camera, but I think we found the one. They say when you found the one, you found the one. Yeah, so basically you hang it like I have to hold them up so you can see. They dangle like little clouds. Let me actually show you some other lights that we got. This is so cute. This is also from the same website, Vakker. Okay. A little flower light. I got a white one and a pink one. Oh, this is so cute. And this will probably go in my office, like whimsical. This one is gonna be a kitchen pendant light. I bought 2 of these. I know it looks really big, it's like my head, but I just think it's so beautiful. Oh, this is cute. Oh, okay. And then I got this little table lamp / decor lamp. So cute. Because we're taking this one project at a time, I do feel like we're moving slower than most people would move. And that's because we're literally figuring it out and learning everything along the way. And we don't even have a real contractor yet. It's just been us, Wilson's dad, and subcontractors that we find and hire. So far, we've redone the whole balcony. We've done those arches, that library, wellness loft. And next, we're working on the kitchen and the living room downstairs. So I'll show you a little bit of like the vision I want for my kitchen. I think anyone who's ever remodeled their house or redone something can relate to, you have a vision of what your ideal is and then you have a budget. And so you're trying to like marry the two and find compromises where you can compromise. So that's kind of where we are right now, figuring out how we're gonna make this look become reality. I've been having a kind of internal back and forth, like, do I want to hire a designer? No, I can save the cost and do it myself. Oh, but I don't know how this works. I am so inexperienced. Oh no, I believe in myself. I can do it. Like, I'm struggling with my sense of self-doubt here and my self-belief and my self-doubt because I know I have a vision. I know I can design, but I am inexperienced. I don't know how to do this. I'm probably gonna make a lot of mistakes. Because we're trying to save costs wherever we can, we have to do more work and we are being more hands-on in the process. We're doing the measuring, we're like drawing everything up. We are shopping for all the little details like a door jamb. We had to learn how to create a pocket door because that's what we're doing in our master closet. And there's so many little details that I'm learning about. And when I'm tasked with shopping for something, I'm just the type of person that likes to research and go all the way. I will spend hours watching YouTube videos on a certain product or a topic. I can't do things on a whim. I have to fully research and fully feel like I made a good decision, and that means that I'm slow. We're probably not moving into this house anytime soon. We're expecting for maybe fall, maybe winter. Take it one step at a time. It's not something that we need to rush. It's definitely a project that is shaping us. It's pushing us to grow. It's challenging us in so many different ways. We're learning to work together. We're bonding with family. And overall, it's a growing experience. And I know that when we move into this house, that marks the beginning of a new chapter. And so what I see this now, these next few months, is the slow transition before our next chapter. Like, am I ready to grow up completely? Am I ready to have to do everything in the house myself? Because when I live at home, my mom is so helpful and I do like living with her. She's really chill. She's not the type of parent that's really strict. But anyway, I think it's time. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to move on to the next stage of life and to evolve into the next version of ourselves. Last but absolutely not least, I do want to take this time to thank each and every one of you for watching my channel, for supporting Lavendaire in whatever way it is, whether it's just watching one video or watching many videos or supporting our shop, because it is truly through our community that I'm able to live the life that I live, that I'm able to buy a house with Wilson and design it to what my dream house is. So this is the next stage of me living my dream life, is to create my dream home and create my dream space. And so I'm really happy to be able to bring you guys along for the ride. I'm super grateful just for this community and for everything that you've given me. Thank you so much. Let me know down below if you have any questions or if there's any videos that you'd like to see me make about the house. I think I'll turn this into a series, but I'm not quite sure what you guys are interested in. Like, do you care about like a moving vlog? I don't know, what kind of vlogs do you want to see? Or do you only want to see like a before and after, a house tour? I don't know, let me know. All right, sending you so much love. Bye.